God says, "It's an emergency. God has been trying to reach you. A secret courier is coming to your house, and this will shock you. So listen carefully before it's too late. You are not here by accident. This moment has been set aside in heaven's calendar. Before you scroll away, I urge you to stay. If you walk away now, you might miss something that your soul has been crying out for. You might lose a breakthrough that has been held in heaven with your name on it. There is a message being sent, and it carries the key to the very thing you've been praying for. Stop, breathe, and listen. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine interruption. You've been found by God, and He is trying to get your attention. Comment Amen to affirm this word and let heaven know you are listening. God says, "I've been calling out to you, but your days have been loud. I've sent whispers in the quiet hours. I've spoken through your tears, your restlessness, your longing, and your silence. I've tried to reach you in the noise of your everyday life, but now it is urgent. This is not just another season, it is an emergency in the spiritual realm. What is coming to your door will shake your world, not to destroy you, but to wake you up. There is a courier on the way, and it is no ordinary one. It's not coming through mail or message, it is divine. It carries something I have chosen only for you. Your name is written on this blessing, but it must be received. If you are not alert, if you are not ready, if your spirit is asleep, you will miss the very thing you were made for. This is why I had to stop you. This is why I sent this moment. You've been crying out for answers. You've begged me to speak. So here I am. I am not distant. I am not hiding. I am closer than your own breath. You are not forsaken, even if the storm around you makes you feel forgotten. Some of you have been staring at closed doors for so long, you've forgotten what open ones look like. You've measured my love by your pain. You've started to believe the lies whispered in the darkness, that you are too broken, that you've missed your chance, that you are too far gone. But hear me clearly. That is not my voice. I have never given up on you, not for 1 second. I still have plans for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. There are spiritual forces trying to delay what I've already prepared. There's a war over your purpose. That's why it's felt so heavy lately. That's why the pressure has increased. The enemy knows what's coming. He sees the courier on the way. He sees the breakthrough in motion, and he is trying to distract you, discourage you, and make you settle for less. But I am lifting you up again. I am reminding you who you are. You are mine. You are chosen. You are loved. You are not forgotten. Comment 1111 if you believe this is being sent just for you. I am sending help. I am dispatching angels on your behalf. This is not the end. This is a turning point. You will not drown in what you're facing. You will walk on top of it. The same storm meant to break you will reveal my power through you. I am not asking you to understand everything. I'm asking you to trust me. Because even when it doesn't make sense, I am still working. Even when it feels like nothing is moving, I am setting things in place. You've been waiting for doors to open. But the courier I'm sending doesn't come to knock. He comes with keys. Not just to open what's locked, but to release what's been trapped inside of you for years. Dreams you buried, hope you gave up on, joy you forgot the taste of. You've been surviving, but I created you to thrive. I made you for more than just getting by. You've settled in places I never called you to live in. You've made homes out of pain and called it normal. But I am calling you higher now. I am calling you out of the valley. This season is shifting, not because you earned it, but because I'm full of mercy, because I see you. because I hear the prayers you whisper when no one's around, because I've collected every tear, because I care too much to let you stay where you are. This emergency is a wake-up call, not a punishment. It's my way of shaking what needs to fall off, so you can finally rise into what I made you for. Some of you are afraid to believe again. You've hoped before and been let down. But I never asked you to put your faith in results. I asked you to put your faith in me. I am not a man that I should lie. If I said it, I will do it. If I promised it, I will bring it to pass. My timing is perfect, even when it feels late. My ways are higher, even when they don't make sense. I see the full picture, and I know what you need. And I am telling you now, it's on the way. You will not always feel this lost. You will not always be this tired. There is a lifting coming, a restoration, a reset. This is your reminder that even in your lowest moment, you are still in my hand. You're not forgotten. You're not too late. You're not too far. You are exactly where you need to be to hear this. That's why I had to stop everything and get this message to you. That's why this divine interruption showed up right now. There is a fresh wind coming to your life. What you thought was over will be revived. What you thought was ruined will be rebuilt. What was meant to harm you will work for your good. Because I'm not just the God of beginnings, I'm the God of comebacks. I'm the God of redemption. I make beauty from ashes. I turn graves into gardens. I speak light into the darkest corners. And I am speaking over you now. Get ready. Stay alert. The courier is coming. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You don't need to chase the blessing. You just need to be still and know I am God. When you trust me, you don't have to manipulate outcomes. When you rest in me, you don't have to carry the weight alone. I've seen your struggle. I've seen the battles no one else knows about. And I'm proud of you for still standing. Even when you felt weak, even when you thought you couldn't go on, you didn't give up. And I'm going to honor that. Stay close. Keep your heart open. Keep listening. Because what comes next will not only surprise you, it will heal you. The weight you've carried will lift. The chains you've lived with will break. And the joy you thought you lost forever will return. Not because of what you've done, but because of who I am. I am your God. I am your Father. I am the one who calls you by name. And I'm calling you now. It's time to rise. It's time to believe again. That's not your imagination. That's me. I've been reaching for you in 100 different ways, trying to get your attention. The silence you felt wasn't absence. It was me waiting for the right moment to speak clearly. And this is that moment. I need you to listen now more than ever. What you do next matters. There are things moving in the unseen. Battles being fought on your behalf, decisions being made in heaven with your name involved. There is an urgency because the delivery is near. The courier I've dispatched carries more than a blessing. He carries answers. He carries healing. He carries restoration. This is the moment that shifts the season, and your part in this is not passive. You must be awake. You must be ready to receive. You must stop letting discouragement blind you from what's being released. Comment 222 if you trust that I'm the one sending this word to you right now. You see, you've been praying for me to show up in a way that proves I'm still here. And I am, but my ways won't always look like what you expect. Sometimes I don't come to calm the storm right away. Sometimes I come to stand beside you in the storm, just to show you that you're not alone. Sometimes I won't change the situation immediately, because I'm using it to change something in you. But know this, what's been delayed is not denied. It's all part of the timing, and my timing is not random. It's holy. It's perfect. I know how tired you are. I know the battles that wear you down before your day even begins. I know how hard it's been to keep smiling when your heart is heavy. Right? I've watched you hold it together when no one else noticed you were breaking. I've seen the nights you've cried quietly so no one would hear. You've wondered if I was still with you. You've questioned whether I was even listening. But I was there every single time. I never left. I've been walking with you, even when you didn't feel me. The pain you've carried has not been ignored. The heartbreak, the rejection, the closed doors, the silence, they've all been seen, and none of it was wasted. Every piece of your journey has been used to shape you, not destroy you. What the enemy meant for evil, I am using for good. What you thought would break you will become the very place I bless you. Your scars are not signs of defeat. They are marks of survival. And through them, I will bring glory. Because your story doesn't end in suffering. It rises into something more. There are divine instructions coming with this courier. Not just comfort, but direction. You've been stuck because you didn't know what step to take. But soon, you will. I will give you clarity. I will make the path known, and you will walk into it not with fear but with confidence. Because when I guide you, you will not fail. When I open the door, no one can shut it. When I send you, I go before you. You've been surrounded by voices telling you to give up, to lower your expectations, to accept the struggle as permanent. But I did not create you for despair. I did not breathe life into you for you to settle into sorrow. There is more. There is beauty ahead. You are not too far from the promise. Even if you've taken detours, I am the God who redirects paths. Even if you've fallen short, I am the God who restores souls. Nothing about your past disqualifies you from what I am about to do. Comment 333 to declare your faith in what I've promised. I know some days it feels like you're walking in circles, like every step forward ends in another setback. But I see progress where you see failure. I see growth where you see frustration. I see purpose in every painful step. I haven't brought you this far just to abandon you now. My power is made perfect in weakness. So when you feel like you have nothing left, that's where I step in. That's when my strength becomes your rescue. That's where miracles begin. Don't measure your future by your current surroundings. I'm working behind the scenes. I'm speaking to hearts you haven't met yet. I'm preparing places you haven't walked into yet. I'm aligning events, conversations, moments, all for your good. And even when it feels quiet, I'm not inactive. I am God. I do not sleep. I do not get distracted. I do not forget my promises. If I said I would carry you, I will. If I said I would heal, I will. If I said I would restore, I will. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. What's coming to your house is not just a breakthrough, it's a shift, a holy turning of the tide. You've sown in tears, you've waited in faith. Now comes the joy. Now comes the unveiling. The delivery is near. And though you don't see the full picture yet, trust the process. This is the part where you hold on, where you cling to me above all else, because the enemy wants you tired, distracted, doubtful, just long enough to miss what's being placed at your doorstep. But you won't miss it. I won't let you. I am reminding you now of who you are. You are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not a mistake. You are a child of the Most High. You are surrounded by my angels. You are covered by my blood. You are held in my hand, and nothing can take you from my love. The fire may get hotter, the road may get rougher, but my presence will not leave you. My voice will still speak, and my power will still work on your behalf. Your season of silence is ending. The waiting is about to make sense. The tears are about to be answered. And when it happens, you'll know it was me all along. Every detail, every delay, every strange turn, it was all part of the greater plan. You didn't miss it. You didn't fail. You didn't lose your chance. You are right on time. The divine courier is coming. Be ready, and when you receive what I've sent, don't forget who sent it. Don't forget to praise. Don't forget to worship. Because gratitude is the key that unlocks more. Honor me in the breakthrough, and I will take you even further. Trust me in the little, and I will give you much. Stay humble, stay faithful, stay close to me. You've smiled through the pain, kept going when you were breaking, and held on even when your hands were tired. But I need you to hear this clearly. I have not turned away from you. I have been in the fire with you. I've been holding you together when it felt like everything around you was falling apart. You didn't survive that season by chance. You made it because my hand was on you. I was defending you from attacks you didn't see. I was blocking things that could have destroyed you. I was pouring strength into you when you thought you had none left. I know it felt like too much, but you are still here. That's not because of luck. That's because of purpose. I kept you because your story is not finished. You still have a calling. You still have destiny wrapped around your life. What's coming next will make it all worth it. Comment 555 if you believe this is the beginning of something God has prepared just for you. You've been praying for me to open a new door, and you thought it would come the easy way. But I never promised easy. I promised presence. I never said the journey would be simple. I said I would never leave you through it, and I haven't. The courier I've dispatched is carrying more than just an answer. It's carrying a shift in atmosphere, a turning of the page. What's coming is divine timing in motion, and when it arrives, you'll understand why it had to take time, why it couldn't come too soon, and why nothing else made sense until now. There were things I needed to grow in you before the release. I had to teach you to stand when everything around you said to fall. I had to show you who you are in me, not just who the world tried to say you were. I let certain things be removed, not to punish you, but to protect the space for what's coming. If I hadn't closed those doors, you wouldn't have room for what I'm about to do. If I hadn't separated you from some places, you'd still be trying to fit into spaces I never designed for you. I know it's been lonely. I know you've questioned the isolation, but it was in the solitude where you began to hear me clearer. It was in the quiet that I started shaping your heart. You've been through a refining, and even though it hurt, it prepared you. You may feel like you've lost so much, but what's ahead will restore more than you ever imagined. You will look back and see how I used everything, even the pain, for your growth. You're not forgotten. I know you need to hear that again. You've felt invisible to others, overlooked, even discarded. But I never lost sight of you. I've been working in the background, writing your next chapter. You've seen others move forward, and wondered when it would be your turn. I'm telling you now, it's near. Don't let the delay convince you that I changed my mind. I haven't. I've been protecting the timing, not denying the promise. Comment 1212 to say, God, I trust your timing and I believe my blessing is near. You are not defined by what you've been through. You are not your failures. You are not your heartbreak. You are not the label others put on you. You are mine. And I see beyond your mistakes. I see the heart that's still fighting to believe. I see the soul that still whispers my name, even on the worst days. That's who I move for. Not the perfect, but the persistent. Not the flawless, but the faithful. The ones who stay, even when they don't understand. That's you. And that's why this courier is coming to your door. This divine delivery won't just affect you, it will ripple into everything connected to you. It will heal relationships. It will shift your home. It will change the way you see yourself. You've been carrying old shame for far too long, as if you were still bound by things I already forgave. But I want you to walk freely now. When this blessing arrives, you'll feel something break off you. A heaviness that's lived on your back will lift. You'll breathe differently because the atmosphere around you will change. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, clear debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. My presence is not just around you, it's within you. And when I move, I don't come in halfway. I don't deliver in pieces. I bring wholeness. I bring restoration. I bring the kind of peace the world can't understand. That's what I'm sending you. That's what's coming. And it won't be because of anything you earned. It's because of who I am. I bless because I love. I heal because I care. I deliver because I promise. And I always keep my promises. There will be moments soon where you'll stop and say, only God could have done this. Not your strength, not your planning, not your efforts. Only me. You'll look around and realize the very things that used to hurt you no longer have power. The people who tried to break you will see you blessed. The fears that used to trap you will lose their grip. Because when I move, everything changes. I am still the God who parts seas, who calms storms, who feeds thousands with little, who brings dead things back to life. That's the power that's coming to your house. I need you to keep believing, even when your emotions fight you, even when doubt tries to creep in, even when the enemy whispers lies. Silence those voices with truth. My word still stands. My promises still speak, and I have not forgotten what I said about you. I am not finished. I am not done writing your story. This chapter you're stepping into will be different. It will be marked with favor, with clarity, with peace, with joy that doesn't feel borrowed or temporary, real, lasting joy. So, prepare your heart. Make space. Begin to praise before you see the promise. Worship before the door opens. Speak life over your situation. Refuse to agree with fear. Refuse to settle for anything less than what I said. You are not too late. You haven't missed it. The courier is still coming. And when he arrives, you'll know this was the moment it all began to turn. You are covered. You are surrounded. You are blessed. Even in the waiting, you are not lacking. My hand is still on you. My spirit is still guiding you. My favor is still covering you. And my love has never stopped. Rest in that. Trust it. Let it fill you with peace, even in the unknown. Because I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. And what I've begun in you, I will complete. That was my spirit in you, carrying you when your own strength ran out. That was me standing guard over your heart, even when your faith felt thin. I've watched you endure. I've watched you keep going, and now I'm stepping in. This is not the end of your story. It is a new beginning. The night has been long, but morning is coming, and with it comes answers, miracles and peace that will settle every storm that's been raging in your life. The courier is almost at your door. I've sent it with urgency. This is not a random moment. This is heaven's perfect timing. You've been prepared, refined, and positioned for what's about to be delivered into your life. And once it arrives, nothing will ever be the same again. Comment 777 if your heart is ready to receive what God has prepared for you. You've seen others walk into blessings and wondered when your turn would come. You've waited, sometimes with joy, sometimes in tears. But know this, I didn't forget you. I was building something deeper. I wasn't just preparing the blessing for you, I was preparing you for the blessing, because what's coming isn't small, it's not temporary, it's not just enough to help you get by, it's abundance, it's purpose. It's the kind of change that alters legacies. You needed to be ready not just to receive it, but to carry it well. You've had seasons of lack, not because I was punishing you, but because I was teaching you to rely on me fully. I was reminding you that I am your provider, not the job, not the people, not the systems around you. I've let some things fall apart, so you'd learn to stand on the only foundation that can't be shaken, my word. I've allowed the delay, so that when the blessing comes, you'll know who deserves the glory. You'll know it wasn't luck, it wasn't chance, it was me, your Father, moving heaven and earth on your behalf. You are chosen. That's why the battles have been fierce. That's why the pressure increased when you started moving toward me. The enemy saw your potential and tried to crush it early, but I didn't let him. I surrounded you with angels. I hid you when necessary. I gave you peace in places where there should have been panic. And now, I'm bringing you into the open. The time of hiding is ending. What I planted in you in secret, I will now grow in the light. Comment 999 if you're ready to walk into the light of God's promise. You are about to see what happens when my favor meets your faith. You are about to experience doors opening that you didn't even knock on. People you've never met will carry your name in rooms you've never entered. Provision will find you, not because you chased it, but because you chased me. My word says, "Seek first the kingdom, and all these things will be added unto you." You've sought me in the hard times. Now watch what I add to your life in the good times. This is more than breakthrough. It's a divine reversal. What was meant to harm you will now elevate you. The very areas where you were attacked will become the areas where you are most anointed. I'm not just bringing you out of struggle, I'm placing you in purpose. What once was dry will overflow. What once was barren will blossom. What once brought you shame will now be your testimony. Because that's who I am. I redeem, I rebuild, I restore. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Don't be surprised when things start shifting quickly. What took years to break down can be rebuilt in a moment with me. I'm not bound by time. I don't need permission from people to bless you. I don't check resumes or reputations. I look at the heart, and I see yours. Even with your doubts, even with your failures. I see the heart that still reaches for me, and I honor that. That's why this courier is coming. That's why this message found you now. Because I am answering what you thought I forgot. You've cried over the same thing too many times. You've replayed the past, questioning where it went wrong. But I'm telling you to release it now. What's behind you cannot compare to what's ahead. Don't carry old weight into this new season. Forgive, let go, trust me to restore in ways you couldn't imagine. I'm not asking you to fix everything. I'm asking you to surrender everything. And I will do the healing. I will do the rebuilding. I will do the lifting. There's a shift happening around you and within you. The way you think, the way you see yourself, the way you respond to life, it's all changing. I'm calling you to a higher place, not one built on status or applause, but on purpose and peace. You've tried to blend in, to not make noise, to stay in the background. But I'm calling you out. I didn't anoint you to stay hidden. I placed my fire in you so you could be a light. The world needs what I've placed in you. Don't shrink back now. When the courier arrives, be ready. Not just in appearance, but in posture. Be ready with faith, with praise, with expectation, because what I bring, no one can steal. What I give, no one can block. And what I do completely. You won't be left halfway blessed. I am a God of fullness, a God of completion, a God who finishes what he starts. And I have started something new in you. It may not look like what you imagined, but trust me, it's better. I know what you truly need. I know what will last. You asked for comfort, I'm sending purpose. You asked for answers, I'm giving you wisdom. You asked for relief, I'm bringing transformation. I don't just want to take the pain away, I want to use it to make something beautiful, to write a testimony that will encourage others, that will remind them that I am still in the business of doing the impossible. Let your heart rest in this. What's meant for you cannot miss you. The blessing I've prepared will find you. The help I've released will reach you. The favor I've promised will surround you. You don't need to strive for it. You just need to believe and stay close to me. Because it's not about doing more. It's about trusting me more. You've come too far to stop now. Don't give up before the blessing reaches your door. Don't walk away just before the breakthrough breaks through. Hold on. Stay faithful. Keep praying. Keep believing. Keep your heart open. What's coming will make the pain worth it. The testimony will be louder than the trial. The joy will replace the mourning. And the peace will silence every fear. I always have been. I've never turned my face away from you, even when you felt invisible. I've been protecting you in silence, covering you in storms, and guiding your every step, even when you couldn't feel it. You were never alone. I've been fighting battles behind the scenes, and now I'm stepping into your view. This season has been different for a reason. You've been feeling the pressure because something is about to be born. Just like a seed fights through soil before it breaks the surface, your spirit has been pushing through resistance. What felt like darkness wasn't death, it was planting. What felt like silence wasn't abandonment, it was strategy. I was planting you where no one else could see, because what I'm bringing out of you isn't for applause. It's for purpose. And now, you're about to rise. Comment 1010 if you believe this is your rise, not your ruin. The courier that's been dispatched is not coming with just another opportunity. It carries a divine shift, a new direction. You've cried out for me to show you what to do, where to go, how to start again. This is it. This is the answer coming to meet you at your door. And when it arrives, your heart will know. There won't be confusion. There won't be doubt. My peace will go ahead of it and confirm everything. What's coming will not add pressure. It will bring clarity, release, and purpose. But I need your heart to stay open, not guarded by fear, not hardened by disappointment. You've been let down before, I know. You've trusted people who hurt you. You've put your hope in things that didn't last. But this isn't like before. This is me. I'm not like man. I don't fail. I don't lie. I don't tease you with hope and then take it away. When I say I'm sending a blessing, I mean it. And nothing will stop it from reaching you, unless you stop believing I can. You've watched time pass and wondered if you missed your moment. But I need you to understand your delay wasn't denial. I didn't overlook you. I was preparing everything to align perfectly. You've been in the waiting room, but it's not because I forgot you. It's because I love you too much to give you something half prepared. You are worth the wait. Your future is worth the preparation. And what's coming to your life will be right on time, not a moment too early or too late. You've been walking a path that's felt unclear, but my word says, your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. I haven't left you wandering. I've been lighting each step, and this next one will lead you out of confusion and into clarity. You won't have to beg for it. You won't have to force it. You won't have to make it happen in your own strength. What I'm doing in your life is not built on hustle. It's built on grace. Comment 1515 if you're choosing to trust God's grace over your own effort. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You are not behind. You're not too late. You're not too broken. The enemy has tried to whisper lies that you've missed your moment, that you're disqualified, that there's no point in hoping anymore. But those lies break today, right now, because I'm breathing new life into your hope. I'm reminding you of every promise I made, and if I spoke it over your life, it still stands. My word does not return void. My plan for you is still alive. And nothing, no person, no mistake, no setback can cancel it. The things you thought disqualified you are the very things I will use to reveal my power. You don't need to be perfect to be chosen. You just need to be willing to trust me, willing to take the next step, even if it's small, willing to believe again, even if it's scary. You don't have to figure it all out. You just have to walk with me. One step at a time. I'll take care of the rest. You're about to walk into a season where things come together. What didn't make sense before will start to. What felt like random pain will reveal its purpose. You'll see why you had to wait. You'll understand why certain people couldn't go with you. You'll realize that I was never withholding, I was protecting. And now, because you trusted me in the dark, I'm bringing you into the light. The courier is coming with healing for places you didn't even know were broken. There are parts of your soul that shut down because of past wounds. You stopped dreaming. You stopped expecting. You lowered your prayers just to avoid more disappointment. But I'm reigniting those places. I'm restoring wonder. I'm reminding you that it's okay to believe for good things. It's okay to expect beauty again. Not because life is always kind, but because I am. I am kindness. I am mercy. I am peace. And I am your Father. You don't have to walk guarded anymore. You don't have to live in survival mode. What's ahead is not a battle, it's a blessing. The warfare was proof of what was coming. The enemy never fights what isn't a threat. And you've been a threat to the kingdom of darkness since the moment you chose me. Every attack has only confirmed your value. Every delay has only built your endurance. And every tear has watered the soil for the harvest that's on the way. I will not let your pain go unseen. I will not let your faith go unrewarded. I will not let your prayers fall empty. I heard every cry. I counted every tear. And I'm responding. You're going to see my goodness. You're going to witness my hand move in ways that silence every doubt. The people who wrote you off will watch me lift you up. The doors that were slammed in your face will now open without you even knocking, because I am the God who restores. So prepare your heart, prepare your house, make room in your spirit for what I'm bringing. Clear out the old mindsets. Let go of bitterness. Forgive those who hurt you, not for their sake but for yours. Because what I'm bringing into your life requires space, and I won't pour new wine into old wineskins. I'm doing something new. Don't miss it by clinging to what I've already called you to release. I've seen your patience. I've seen you obey me, even when it cost you. I've seen you worship through your pain, pray through your weariness, and trust me when you didn't understand. That obedience is about to be honored in ways you never imagined. The courier is near, and what it carries is not a small thing, it is an outpouring. Comment 1717 if you believe that your obedience has not gone unnoticed by heaven. This next blessing is going to come quietly. It will not arrive with noise or warning. It will slip in during an ordinary day, but you'll know it's divine. Your spirit will recognize the weight of what's arriving. Because you've longed for this. You've cried out for this. It has taken time because the blessing is not just for you, it's through you. What I give you in this season will bless others too. This is bigger than you know. And I needed your heart to be ready, not just your hands. You've been asking me why the pressure increased, why it seemed like just when you were close to peace, everything got harder. It's because breakthrough often comes wrapped in resistance. The enemy always tries to send confusion right before clarity, but I allowed the pressure to push you closer to me. I allowed the battle to strengthen your spirit. You didn't lose your way, you were being led. Even the detours were part of my direction. This blessing will break the cycle, the one that's been repeating in your family for years. That pattern of fear, lack, rejection, addiction, or grief ends with you. I'm calling you a chain breaker. You've been chosen to shift generations. You will not just recover, you will lead. You will speak life. You will walk in freedom and help others find theirs. The mantle you carry is heavy, but it's holy, and I've equipped you for it. You are not too weak. You are not too small. You are exactly who I chose. I've placed something inside you that hell has been trying to silence since the day you were born. But no more. That voice inside you, that fire, that purpose, that vision, it's time to rise. The courier I've sent isn't just bringing breakthrough, it's bringing confirmation. That you're not crazy for dreaming bigger, that you weren't wrong for holding on, that you didn't miss your moment. The time is now, the season is shifting, and you are ready. Comment Amen if you receive that shift and declare you're ready for it. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Let me remind you of something. I don't call the qualified, I qualify the called. And I've called you. That calling still stands. Even after all the mistakes, even after the seasons you wandered, even after you lost your fire, I haven't changed my mind about you. The anointing on your life has not dried up. The promise I whispered is still alive. You haven't gone too far. You haven't messed it up. My grace is bigger than your worst day, and my plans are still intact. I want you to see how I've been weaving everything together. The pain that looked pointless, the delay that felt cruel, the silence that confused you, it was all connected. I was building your roots deeper because I knew the weight of what you'd carry later. You can't build something strong without first going deep. And you, my child, have depth. You didn't just survive the storm, you were transformed in it. And now you're stepping out of it stronger, wiser, and more aware of my presence than ever before. There's a quiet strength in you now, a peace that didn't come from comfort, but from fire. And that kind of peace no one can take from you. It's rooted in trust. And because you've trusted me when it didn't make sense, I'm about to pour out blessings that won't make sense either. Favor that looks unfair, provision that comes out of nowhere, opportunities you didn't chase. I'm doing it for my glory, but you'll get to walk in it. This blessing isn't a reward for perfection. It's a release for persistence. You kept believing when you had no reason left to. You showed up in prayer even after being disappointed. You forgave when it hurt. You gave when you had little. You stayed close to me when life tried to pull you away, and heaven noticed. I noticed. And now, I'm responding. But with this release comes responsibility. I'm calling you to walk differently, to speak with authority, to live with purpose. No more shrinking back. No more doubting your worth. No more apologizing for the favor on your life. You were made for this. Not to blend in, but to stand out. Not to just get by, but to walk in dominion. I've given you spiritual authority, and it's time you walk like you believe it. The courier brings more than breakthrough. It brings identity, a reminder of who you are in me, a child of the King, a carrier of my spirit, anointed, appointed, set apart. The world tried to rename you, tried to label you by your wounds, your past, your struggles. But I'm restoring your name. You are loved, you are seen, you are called, and nothing can erase that. Do not be afraid of the size of this next season. I will walk with you through it. I will teach you how to carry it. You won't be alone in this. You were never meant to do it without me. Lean on me, talk to me, stay in my word. I'll give you the wisdom you need, the strength you lack, and the peace to face every unknown ahead. I've gone before you. I'm behind you. I'm beside you. And when this blessing comes, remember to give me the glory. Don't forget who brought you through. Don't forget who provided when no one else could. Remember who kept your mind from breaking. Remember who held you when you were alone. Let your testimony be a light to others. Tell them I'm still good, that I still show up, that I still heal, restore, and provide. Let them know what I've done for you. Because this blessing is just the beginning. It's the doorway, not the destination. There is more healing, more open doors, more impact, more peace, more purpose. You will not lack. You will not lose what I give. And you will not miss what I've prepared. But here's what you didn't see. I was building the door. You thought nothing was moving, but I was creating something brand new. You weren't being ignored. You were being positioned. The courier I'm sending is carrying the key to that very door. And when it unlocks, it will feel sudden to you, but it was always in motion behind the scenes. Comment Amen if you believe God has been preparing something just for you. This is why I kept you hidden, why I held you back when you wanted to run, why I whispered not yet when your heart was desperate for a yes. You would have walked into rooms not built for you. You would have accepted offers that didn't carry my blessing. You would have rushed ahead without the covering you needed. But I love you too much to let you settle for what's easy. I'm not raising you for comfort. I'm raising you for calling. And calling takes process. It takes refinement. It takes trust in what you cannot see. You've questioned your worth in the silence, wondered if I saw you, if I heard you, but I never turned my face from you. In fact, it was in the silence that I was speaking the loudest. I was strengthening your identity, tearing down the false names you've lived under: failure, forgotten, not enough, and replacing them with truth. You are mine. You are chosen. You are set apart. And now, the time has come to walk in what I've spoken over you. The courier is on assignment. He's not coming to visit, he's coming to deliver. And this delivery is not light, it's weighty, it's holy. It carries the next chapter of your life. That's why you've felt the pressure lately. That's why the warfare increased. The enemy knows when something from heaven is on the move. He knows your obedience has triggered a release, so he tried to distract you, discourage you, weigh you down before you saw the miracle. But here you are, still standing, still believing, still waiting. And I'm going to honor that. Comment 1111 if you believe your miracle is already on the way. I am not a distant God. I'm not unreachable. I'm near to the broken-hearted. I'm close to the weary. I sit with you in the dark. I walk with you through the fire. I carry you when you have nothing left. I've heard every prayer, even the quiet ones. Even the ones you barely had the strength to say. I've seen every time you chose to believe, even while doubting. I don't despise your weakness. I meet you in it. I don't require perfection. I ask for surrender. What's coming will not just bless you, it will change you. This isn't a temporary fix. It's not a surface-level miracle. I'm going deeper. I'm healing what's beneath the surface. The wounds you've hidden, the disappointments you've buried, the dreams you gave up on. I'm reaching into those places and speaking life again. I'm calling you to rise. Not just to receive, but to walk in full identity, full authority, full freedom. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You're not the same person you were a year ago. Even if you can't see it, you've grown, you've matured, you've let go of things that used to control you, you've gained wisdom, learned patience, found strength in your weakest moments. And because of that, you're ready now. Ready to carry the weight of what's coming. Ready to handle the blessing with gratitude instead of pride. Ready to steward it well. That's why the courier is coming now. Because I've seen the shift in you. The people who misunderstood you will see my favor on you. Those who left you will see you rise without bitterness. You won't need to explain yourself. You won't need to prove your worth. I will do the proving. I will place my hand on your life in such a way that the fruit will speak louder than any words ever could. This is not about revenge. It's about redemption. I'm not giving you success to prove people wrong. I'm blessing you because you are my child, and I take care of my own. Stay humble, stay teachable, stay close to me. Don't let the blessing pull you away from the one who gave it. What I pour into your life is meant to flow through you. You're not just a receiver, you're a vessel. I'm sending you to be a light, to encourage others, to testify, to love, to serve, because people will come to you asking how you made it. And your answer will be simple: God did it. You've been prepared for this moment, even if you don't feel ready. That's the beauty of walking with me. I don't wait for you to feel capable. I equip you as you move. I give grace for the journey. I provide strength for every step. You don't have to figure everything out. Just stay in step with me. Let me lead. I know the way. I see what's ahead. And I know exactly what you need to make it through. There's still time. You haven't missed your moment. The enemy tried to convince you it was too late, that you were too far behind. But I am not bound by deadlines. I'm not limited by time. I created time, and I redeem it. What you thought was lost can still be restored. What you thought was wasted can still be used. I am the God who brings beauty from ashes, who makes all things new. Get ready, not just in your schedule, not just in your plans, but in your spirit. Get ready to receive what you've only dared to hope for. Get ready for the door to swing open, for the phone call that changes everything, for the moment where everything shifts. And when it happens, remember this moment, remember this word, because I've been trying to reach you. I've been sending signs, and now I'm sending the blessing. Maybe even forgotten, but I haven't forgotten you. I never have. I've been with you in every quiet breakdown, every exhausted sigh, every moment you thought no one noticed. I noticed, and I never turned away. I've been working, even when you didn't feel me. I've been arranging things for your good. And now, the shift is here. What's coming won't just change your situation, it will restore your hope. You've been so close to giving up, not because you don't believe in me, but because your heart has grown tired. You've waited a long time. You've fought battles you never thought you'd have to face, but you stayed, you trusted, and that trust is about to produce something beautiful. The courier I've sent is already near. The blessing is in motion. You're about to see me answer in a way that reminds you I never left. Comment 222 if you trust that God is turning your waiting into a miracle. You may not see the full picture yet, but you don't need to. Faith isn't about having all the details. Faith is trusting that I do. I see the beginning and the end, and I know how to lead you through the middle. That's why you've been feeling stirred, restless, expectant, because your spirit knows something is shifting. That stirring is not anxiety, it's awareness. Your breakthrough is near, and I'm preparing your heart to carry it well. You don't need to fix everything to be ready. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to stay close to me. I am not looking for perfect vessels. I'm looking for willing hearts. You've said yes in the middle of your fear. You've whispered, Lord, I don't understand, but I trust you. That's enough. That's what I move for. I honor the faith that stays, even when it doesn't make sense. There were seasons I let you walk through darkness, not to hurt you, but to strengthen what was inside you. You've come out wiser, softer, stronger. You may not realize it yet, but the you standing here now is not the same person who began the journey. You've grown, you've been refined, and now you're ready to receive what would have overwhelmed you before. I've been protecting your blessing from coming too soon, but now the timing is right. Comment, Amen, if you believe that God's timing is never late and always intentional. Some of you thought the door was closed for good. You saw others get what you prayed for, and it hurt. You were happy for them, but deep inside you wondered if you were forgotten. You weren't. I was writing a different story for you, one with meaning, one with layers of grace and restoration. I haven't been withholding. I've been preparing. And now, I'm getting ready to open the door that no man can shut. And when it opens, you'll realize why the wait was necessary. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. You are not disqualified because of your past. You are not too damaged to be used. The enemy has been trying to keep you locked in shame and guilt, but I'm breaking that today. You are forgiven. You are redeemed. You are called. And I don't take back my call. I've seen your struggle. I've seen you fight to be better, to stay faithful, to believe when everything told you not to. I'm going to honor that. This blessing isn't a reward, it's a response to your faith, a response to your prayers, a response to your heart that never stopped reaching for me. You will not walk into this blessing alone. I am going with you. I will walk beside you. I will guide you through every new step. I will surround you with favor. I will place the right people around you, and I will remove what no longer belongs. Don't be afraid when I start separating you from what you thought you needed. Some doors must close so you don't walk back into places I've already called you out from. This courier doesn't just carry provision. It carries peace. You've been overwhelmed by decisions, pulled in too many directions, drained from trying to hold everything together. I'm about to lift that weight. The confusion will clear. The answers will come, not all at once, but steadily. One door at a time. One step at a time. You won't feel lost forever. You won't have to carry everything on your own anymore. I'm also restoring joy, the kind you thought you'd never feel again. You've laughed less. You've smiled, but not deeply. You've survived, but you haven't lived. That ends now. I'm breathing fresh wind into your spirit. I'm restoring the spark in your soul. What's coming will make you laugh with joy again. Not because life is perfect, but because you'll know finally that I kept every promise, even when it looked impossible. There are divine surprises waiting for you, things you didn't even pray for, blessings you didn't see coming. I'm going beyond your requests and answering the cries of your heart you didn't have words for. I've seen every hidden tear. I've heard every silent prayer. And I'm about to show you that nothing goes unnoticed in my presence. You've sown in faith. You've watered with tears. Now comes the harvest, and it won't come the way you expect. It won't come through striving. It will come through surrender, through stillness, through trust. You don't have to chase what I've already sent. You don't have to fight for what I've already prepared. Just receive it. Believe it. Rest in me. The pain didn't break you. The silence didn't stop you. The delay didn't destroy you. And now, nothing will hold back what I've ordained for you. The courier is coming. Stay expectant. Keep your heart soft. Keep speaking life over your situation. Don't let fear drown out what I've already declared. My word will not return void. My promise will not fall short. This is your appointed time. You are stepping into something holy, something lasting, something covered by my hand. You won't have to explain it. You won't have to force it. The evidence will be undeniable.